Привет, меня зовут Добрый Алексей. Очередное прохождение Starfield. Наверное, уже часть 17-18. Так, где я тут остановился? Куда-то я... Полный забег. Ага, надо подождать один день. Так. Что у нас тут есть? Я как всегда перегружен, да? Да, мне надо ресы скинуть. Кстати. Я накупил немножко. Где это? Структурных материалов. 36 штук нашел, накупил немножко. Можно полететь на базу. Построить там немножечко схрона. Все туда скинуть. И было бы вообще круто. Ну прям было бы вау. Я так и сделаю сейчас. Так. База у меня пока здесь. Сейчас посмотрю. Они Так, стоп. Здесь нигде не надо ничего, никакой квест. Что можно? Квест. Есть. Да. Поговорить надо с кем-то. Так, нет. Вот тут вот, да. Окей, let's go. Так, я сразу домой построю. Надо, короче, этих материалов вообще накупить. По возможности, где буду продавать. Потому что я не понял, где они... Назад, что ли? Как это работает? Понятно, это работает не так. Я сейчас там построю, что я хочу. А вот с кого этот материал добывается, вот этого я, конечно, еще не понял. Потому что это типа какая-то то ли коряга, то ли хрену душу делает. Вот, структурный материал. Вот на что он похож? Мне он напоминает корень, что ли. Засохшую деревяшку. Какой-то... Кто-то выстроил пистолет, какой-то автомат из дерева. Ну, короче, что-то непонятно. Все будет. Там построить контейнер чисто для ресов. А потом построить ящички. Возможно. Оттуда можно будет мне взять то, что хреновенькое, да продать. Хотя там все прикольненько. Не знаю, мне кажется, что в этом скафандре я еще пролажу. Меня он полностью устраивает. Пока что. Так. У меня там, кстати, контрабанда есть. Ха! Ай-яй-яй. У меня там, кстати, есть контрабанда. Какой-то из автоматов у меня там контрабанда. О, а вон и все отлично. Вот он у меня там и приземлился. Кайф. Круто. Так, вот у меня контейнер. Так, сейчас я в него перекину вот это дело все. Теперь прицелимся. Ой, тут трупиков нет никаких. Может, не пулемет тут настрелял немножко. Ой, привет. Вот это расположение. Отлично. Так, у меня же там вода еще собралась, да? С водой собралась? Сейчас посмотрим, Сколько воды? 12 всего. Посмотрим, сколько он заполнится. Интересно. Посмотрим. Потом, если что, можно будет еще 2 поставить. Наверняка. Так. Так. Ящичек один сюда сейчас вот. Воткнем ящичек. Так. Ящичек. Ага. Да бы еще так поставить, чтобы красивенько было. Ну, вот так, да? Отлично. Так. И в тебя я ловлю скафандры. Я вот думаю, какой бы одеть. Если бы не на все давали бы плюшку, ой. Если бы я уже вкачал бы улучшения, я бы какие-то из них улучшил бы. Вот. Вот этот негодник. Так, ну пока все скидываю. Безу оставляю, и это тоже оставлю. Шансы. Ну вот этот вот просто там лучше, но нет у него никаких бустов. Так, что это я скидываю. Шлемы. А вот по поводу шлема я бы, наверное, что-то делал бы. Этот что дает? Ресурсы весят на 25% меньше. Ну. Ага. Так, одежда. Угу. Это, кстати, защита. Классно. А, это я не продал. Это продать надо. Так, и чё? А, ну вот все ресы. Да, ресы поскидывать. Все, скидываю. Все? Полна коробочка? Полна коробочка. Так, и можно еще один, да? Еще один поставить. Ящичек. Так, сперва нужно... Где тут это? Полки. Где полки? Вот эти полки. Где-то... Я ж там не близко делал. Примерно так. Структурные. Значит, надо структурные, чтобы были типа в кармане у меня. Правильно понимаю? Да, надо, чтобы они были в кармане. Хорошо. Ну, где-то так, да? Чуть ниже, чуть-чуть выше. Ничего страшного. Так, и вниз ящик. Как-то вот так. Нет, не так. Ну, зачем я нажимал это дело? О. Так, и... Надо что-то скинуть, нет? Разное отмычка. Углом. Ресурсы, да. Так. Так, теперь. Я сюда кину структурные, чтобы я знал, что они у меня здесь. Так, теперь посмотрим везде, есть ли где-то еще структурные. Так, вот, есть структурно. А, нет, это просто структура. А, вот структурный материал. Так, да, заберу. Здесь. Здесь структурного нет. Нет. Здесь структурного тоже нет. Но здесь 100% нет структурного. Прям 100%. Тут вроде никель почему-то лежит. Почему? Непонятно. Так, и тоже структурного тоже 100% нет. Так, пойду там посмотрю структурное. Если его в ящиках нет, то все. Так, нет. Ресурсы, структурные. Нет, точно нет. И здесь тоже нет. Все. Скидываю в тот ящик. Как это я на тебя так попал? И ресурсы и структурные материалы у меня здесь. Хорошо, отлично. Теперь ресурсы. Структурные. Скидываю. Все. Красота. Красота. Так, а вот это вот я все сюда скидываю. Так. Все. Все, и я немножечко разгрузился. Кайф, кайф. Такс. Теперь. А, да, я же это сделал. Теперь специи. Специи все есть. Откуда у меня специи появились? Откуда появились специи? Как они выглядят? Дает. Стоп, они где? Они в разном? Нет, точно не в разном. Значит, в помощи. Смотрим, ищем специи. Сыр, слива, снэк. А где же специя? Блин, я не вижу специи. Но показывает, что есть. Ага. Хорошо. Стоп. В каком-то сундуке могут быть специи? А нет. Я хочу просто узнать, как выглядят эти специи. Это очень интересно. Где эти специи? Как они выглядят? Блин, я не помню. Какой не помню? Я даже не видел ни разу. Как они выглядят. Блин, может они вот я скинул в те коробки? А на эту специю со звездочкой или без звездочки? Они со звездочкой. Специи со звездочкой. Тут точно нет. То я все скинул. Окей, хорошо. Может они у меня в контейнерах? Специи с одной звездой. Нет. Нет, точно нет. Здесь. Одной звездой специи. Нет. Тоже нет. Ух ты, сколько вас! Идите отсюда, что я тут не вижу. Чё ты? Что ты начал? Я понял тебя. А турельки вообще им по барабану. Да? Ну прям по барабану вам. Кто там бегает? Так. Короче, теперь я понял. У меня поиски специй. Понять, как они выглядят, где они, что они так. Здесь нет. Здесь. Они с одной звездой, эти специи. Нет. Нет. Тут сейчас посмотрел, что, да? Так. Нет. Тоже нет. Не, мне быстрее сходить на кухню эти специи найти. Нет. Нет. Ой, стоп. А тут типа... Ладно. И тут нет. Хорошо. Залазим в карман. Все. Ищем по звездам. Если это будет просто в пище, это будет смешно. Так, вот звезда, птичка. Лимон, лайм, Масло, морковка. Персик, пирог. Рамен, рис, лера. Снэк, соба. Спагетти. Да где специи? Суши, тост. Какой-то... Я уже за голову держусь. Где специи? Ну, типа, они есть, но их нет. Ну ладно, пойду так воткну. Я не понял, где эти специи, как, почему они у меня светятся, как они выглядят, потому что вот. Вот. У меня специи светятся. Миксология. Я понятия не имею, откуда эти специи появились у меня. И тут тоже типа специи надо. Камон, я не понимаю. Ладно. Как хоть сделать, дайте картинку, хоть чтобы как это понимать. Как оно выглядит. Вот. Все? А, все, больше специй у меня нет. Я понял. То есть я где-то одну нашел. И все. Окей, хорошо, я буду покупать специи и те корешки. Я понял. Ничего, не намекаете? Так, полимеры. Оружие, все. Может, до шлема там еще полимер. Хорошо, так. У меня очко навыков нет. Нет, все, я скинулся, побежал. Так. Так, мне нужно... Тут где-то есть квест. Да, вот сюда. О, это я фоточку сделал. О, вообще кайф. Кайф. Это я делал. Это я фоткал. Я фоткал. Ой, красота. Красота.
I have things for you.
Ну вот, я уже подбегаю побыстрее. Уже хорошо.
The Jansen family immigrated here from the UC and having a tough time of it. If you have any work, Marco Jansen will appreciate it.
Не побыстрее, а подольше. Жесткая посадка, новый квестик. Я люблю. Мне нравится, ты пробегаешь, тебе хоп, квестик нарисовался. Контента.
People joke.
Просто в горы. Это же кайф.
I'm the best realtor in town, if I don't say so myself. Nice to meet you.
I'm Mr. Tate, and you have the look of a newcomer. Welcome to Aquila City. I don't suppose you're in the market for real estate. If so, then look no further. No, certainly not. But you have the air of someone with means. And these properties are a real bargain, I assure you.
Купить дом? Зачем?
In the heart of the Freestar Collective, who wouldn't? I have 2 properties for sale. This one here is a refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest 1-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them?
Ну, давай, расскажи.
It's my favorite listing I've had in years. Spacious.
У меня
in
типа
the
будет
core
квест купить
itself.
дом.
I took great pains to get all the approvals, so the neighbors should be no problem. It's historic and spacious. Oh my, so much space. And the price is a veritable
Сколько
bargain.
там, 100 тысяч? 78?
I can't say I'm surprised. As rare as properties like this are, rarer still is the
Лучше
buyer
корабль
who can afford it.
сделаю.
But you do take
78
care.
тысяч. Но мне нужно будет, ну, типа, у меня квест купить тебе дом? Нет, мне нужно, у меня квест с тобой просто поговорить. А в итоге
A pleasure to see you again. It's an unfurnished
я должен буду
one-bedroom.
купить? Я
Lots
не
of
хочу
space.
тратить столько бабок.
It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested?
45 тысяч.
Have a great day.
Не, сейчас нет, я не буду сейчас покупать. Не хочу, у меня нет желания. Так, вот. Мой забор. Так, куда мы? Куда мы забор?
Capacity?
Something for you when you have a moment.
I'm sorry. We'll go.
Будет прикольно, если я сделал
Just need to
еще
find a
лучше
time.
пиво.
Neon?
Aquila's
barely
really
a
a
part of
hard
the
free
Freestar
collective.
I try and give a
Hopetown's
credit
not
or
that
two to
different
the
from
low
Aquila.
house when I'm able.
Hard workers. And everyone making their own way. But Neon?
Kate, hold up.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the Freestar motto.
И чем она занята? Кейт! Давай поговорим. Чем ты занята? А ушечки?
So,
Издеваешься?
Henry's new batch. How'd it go
Just
over?
let me drink in peace.
It's bad, Eloise. Really bad. You should have seen Sam's face when he drank it.
We
was
got
like
a
he was
lot
sucking
of bars
on
in the
lemon.
city, all class
Gladys
joints.
literally gagged.
Well, except
Everyone's been
Agnes.
talking about it.
Понятно.
What? That's terrible.
I had to give them all free burgers to
The
smooth
mayor's
things over.
all right.
I took
Always
all
painting
of
too
Henry's old
rosy
stuff
a
off the
picture,
menu.
though.
Can we get a refund?
I'm not looking forward to talking to Henry. But I'll take care
A
of
year
it.
or two back, I shared a drink with Ron Hope.
Keeping the
That man
inn
can
running
drink.
smoothly keeps me hopping. Eloise can hook you up with a drink or a room. I just help out around the place.
Понятно, что ничего не понятно.
Interested in?
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the ash stuff.
Я ничего не понял. Ну, типа, они постояли, поговорили, что
Everything good?
типа партия плохая пива и все. Ну, типа, и все.
Aquila City's really the heart.
Мне нужно было послушать, типа, я сейчас буду в шоке, если оно тут все будет стоять. Ну, это будет прикольно. Ну прям.
I've things for you.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when we only use robots for farming? Surely something happened to Henry's beer? That's terrible. So terrible. But I'm sure I know nothing about it. Here's some credits for delivering the news. I expect that's the last I'll be seeing of you.
Давай, сколько гонорар? 2500? 2500? Камон. Можно было накинуть немножечко. Чуть-чуть бы накинула бы и... Ну, совсем чуть-чуть. Так. Вот так смотрите. О. Окей. Куда нам? Сюда. Дом купить. Нет. Нет. Не хочу. Так, фракция. Тут корабль нужен хороший. Здесь вернуться к игре. Угу. Куда там лететь? Повернуться к игре. Угу. Ну давай.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Hone those corporate skills. Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest.
Вернуться к игре. Да, вернуться к игре.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today.
Наверное.
Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see
Боже,
her
как
office.
много. Поверните
Sounds like
налево,
a maze,
поверните
right?
направо.
So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. And hopefully I have some answers. Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious. Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much. Oh wow, you're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps, which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know.
Да.
Good. Best not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way. Of course, follow me.
Пойдем прогуляемся, пойдем. Of course. Follow me. Let's go.
This current floor we're on is the main operations level. It's where the grunt work happens for this department. Research, data entry, more busy work than you can stand. Most of the people here are technicians that report to Yuko, but there's a handful of operatives that report to Imogene.
Follow me. Let's talk somewhere more private.
Oh, I can't imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an office like this, instead of exploring the stars on the bridge of a spacecraft.
I hate being stuck in the office.
And here we are. Good luck in there. I'll
Спасибо.
probably see you on your way out.
Окей. Так, ну как всегда сохраниться. Уже там нужен будет убеждение.
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. When they ask for your greater strength, tell them you lack empathy for your clients. That will make you a front runner for a megacorp position.
Ну,
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
и почему я хочу работать у вас?
An excellent question, especially since when asked how familiar you were with Ryujin, you answered, not at all. I'm sure you just did your homework before the appointment, right? But let's move on. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
О, убеждение.
I can't help but wonder if that's why you're here today and not behind bars, considering your track record. And yes, of course we know you have one. Yuko's algorithm at least hasn't failed us there. Your past is not a concern, for now. Just know that we have ways of keeping an eye on you around
Окей,
here.
хорошо.
How motivated are you to succeed? All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
5 лет. Исследование и разработка, да. Так, да, исследование и разработка.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place for that. Considering your education, I'm sure you could reasonably find a place in that department. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Окей. Принести кофе? Типа принести кофе? Серьезно? Кофе?
Is there a type of weapon?
Кофе.
Yeah.
My partner is dealing with...
Madame Sauvage always gives me helpful advice. Hi.
Hi there.
Here.
Welcome to... Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody? Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong, the coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal. You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead. Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
No one's been sent to terminate anyone. Now, why don't you just calm down? Before someone accidentally gets hurt.
Так, убеждение.
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed.
Надо было сохраниться.
No, I have to do this. You don't understand. You can't be that good. Not yet. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
Хорошо.
Let's just say Ryujin doesn't like loose ends.
Они
Chen
могут тоже меня,
fired me,
типа,
and now she's gonna see me as a liability.
прибить.
And that's why it's just a matter of time before our paths cross again. Okay, and when they do, I'm just hoping you'll listen to me, like I listened to you.
Хорошо.
You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
Better keep your word. I'm going to hold you to that promise.
Окей.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them. Ryujin has connections everywhere. Even Benjamin Bayou. You know, the very man that runs Neon. They're practically untouchable around here. Just getting in with them, you're setting yourself up for life. Well, provided you don't get fired first, of course. Tomo had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now.
Типа там можно
Lots of
еще и работу
ambition.
поделать.
Dying to get up that food chain, if you know what I mean. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming. Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient herbs. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the important
Какой-то психованный чувак попался.
Scram, I'm on duty.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup? Personal. Huh. I suppose that's one way to put it. I know that Tomo Higashi, an ex-employee of ours, accosted you at the Terra Brew, and before you get any ideas, no, the barista didn't sell you out. Ryujin has enough connections in Neon that an incident like this would never slip by. Deception aside, some of us are impressed by how you handled the situation and would like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations. You've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
За что?
Talking through it was the right way to handle the situation. I'm proud of you.
No more coffee errands, but depending on how you look at it, the word errands technically still applies. Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far?
Да, есть вопросики.
Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation. In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see.
Okay.
Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
О, можно в кофейне же было посмотреть специи. О, мне тут надо куча познакомиться. Давай познакомимся. А вы там спрятались где-то? Как вам зайти? Ух ты. Здрасте.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. For the past 5 years, Tranquility is a recent acquisition and we've only just begun to develop the brand. You may have seen how several vendors carry the product now. Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up. Which, hopefully, won't be often.
Так.
Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively.
Ага, если я ошибаюсь,
Law
не будет меньше мне
enforcement,
платить.
witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost.
Окей.
We'll see. We've yet to have an operative with a perfect record. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Так, хорошо. Женев Морган.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations. Yeah, me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be? Cleanup, of course. Journalists are pretty quick at putting two and two together. And I get the pleasure of making sure those connections are never made. Or, if they are, handling the fallout. Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Окей. Так, ну пойдем познакомимся там. Так. А с тобой нельзя познакомиться?
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you. If only pleasure was the word for it. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse. For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors. But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price.
Okay.
Yes, you have quite the history with the Freestar Rangers yourself. Which is why I hope you won't be an issue. Let's hope your best is good enough.
Так, и ты кто такой?
So, fetching coffee one minute, and junior operative the next. Gamden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. I have the glorious job of keeping all the departments supplied with exactly what they need. Anything from rare materials for R&D to slates and design software for marketing. You could say I'm the one aspect of operations that keeps this department legit. Yeah, it's always nice to put names to faces. And we rarely see most of the operatives around here. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions. Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness, confidence boosting, and focus. Drone robots for maintenance and security, tranquility for relaxation, Arboron for protection. Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love and benefit from. I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far worse to accomplish less.
Понятно.
Please do. It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Хорошо. Там, конечно, тетка меня напугала.
What is it?
И чувак первый.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
Угу.
I can only imagine. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. I suppose an outsider might think that. But we'd prefer to handle incursions like this in-house. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get a job done around here. Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way.
Okay.
Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there.
Короче, понятно, тут
Here's
нужно
the
было
data slate.
вкачивать
Good luck.
в эту компанию типа стелс надо было вкачивать, да? Правильно понял? А где-то здесь это будет, да, это будет убить.
There's always work to be done. Face yourself.
Так, для этой компании
I'm a little
нужно,
busy
я так
right
понимаю, стелс и какое-то бесшумное оружие. Мне так кажется, не знаю, посмотрим. У тебя есть что-то для меня? Серьезно?
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later. I don't mind at all. Go ahead. Honestly, it felt like I was marooned on that planet for years. It wasn't until the UC rescue ship picked me up that I realized only 10 months had passed. The escape shuttle had some supplies, but those ran out after about a month. Fortunately, Cassiopeia is a lush planet with plenty of flora and fauna, so I was able to use my military training to survive. Logan and I have rarely agreed on anything. In fact, I'm fairly certain he never saw the true value in the Navigator Corps in the first place. When word came down that my division was being mothballed, I stormed into his office and, well, let's just say we had words. We haven't spoken since. Let me know if you need anything else.
Окей, хорошо.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be
Ну,
terribly
что-то
far.
хотела дать.
Let's go.
Вроде бы.
You know, Hamsa kept pestering me about this damn missing slate. Like security's got time to track something like that down.
Look at you. Beautiful, unique,
Мне ничего не повезло?
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
О.
Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot.
Аминокислоты.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Так, нужно сохраниться, естественно.
If you want to see how short my temper is, keep talking.
Если я сейчас воспользуюсь компом, меня все заметят. Я правильно понимаю? То есть мне нужно... Мне нужно типа одежка, в которой я сливаюсь. А ну-ка. Ага. Так, хорошо. Ладно. Меня поймали типа на... Там чувак оружие перезарядил.
Neon Security, you're under arrest. Searching a fine, upstanding citizen like you would be a waste of time. Still gotta go to the station, though.
Ну вот. Хорошо, так, надо загрузиться. Загружаемся. И надо что-то как-то подумать. Как мне сделать так, чтобы меня никто не заметил?
Another private sector. Now that's where the real money's at. Get lost. I have a job to do.
Тут типа работники сидят. А ну-ка.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment. I'm glad I ended up at Keltcorp. Miss McKenna treats her employees like family.
Clover McKenna, at your service. Yeah. I sent along the credits to me father and convinced him to excuse all of the late penalties. He was a bit more reasonable about it than I expected. As for Sabro and I, we're working closer than ever before. On a plan together. For his business. To get it back on track, I mean, he really is a lovely man. Probably one of the most honest in this godforsaken city. It'll be my pleasure to help him get back on his feet. Have a fine day.
Блин, а что ж, как тут же ж... Коп постоянно стоит на одном месте. И если я сейчас буду в этом компе рыться, меня сразу заметят. Если я присяду... Ох-ох-ох. Типа надо было присесть? Просто присесть? И все?
Can't talk. I've got a deadline coming.
Прикольно. Хорошо, окей. Я там шорки завязывал.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
We have everything you right here.
Я думаю, если я буду снимать скафандр, я не буду задыхаться. Что-то мне так кажется. А ну-ка. Ой, скафандр. А ну-ка попробуем. А, нет, все равно. Все равно, да. Что пофиг.
This report isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's a stickler for details.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
I know what you mean, but that's your missing piece right there.
All right. Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand. Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. And I'd argue that arts and crafts is exactly what we do here, just on a much higher level. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it. We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City. Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike Keltcorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Окей. Так, тут можно с кем-то поговорить. Поговорить с Хамзой. Так. Поговорить с Хамзой. А, это... Блин, я не помню. Я не помню, что там было.
Can I help you?
Don't cause any trouble.
Ой, я уже заблудился. А, вот. С тобой поговорим.
You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for? We're on a strict schedule. I just want to make sure this impromptu meeting is properly tracked. Then I will remind you that the schedule exists for a reason, and we seem to be ignoring it. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure. Ms. Yuko Serrano? Senior Operations Specialist at Ryujin Industries? She's one of the heads of the department you're standing in.
Okay.
No, I suppose she doesn't. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion. We're each assigned shifts to assist operatives, ensuring coverage at all hours. Personally, I like to keep my circadian rhythms intact. Early to rise, early to bed, as nature intended. Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. This incident is an exception. I'm not at liberty to say. I will remind you of another common phrase: loose lips sink ships. So, be cautious around the office and discuss intel at your peril. Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebbside and the underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me.
Okay.
It's not a matter of trust, but one of time. I have little to spare. You do not. Pre-assignment intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so if you're thinking of betraying me, they aren't worth much as leverage. My sloppiness is simply an embarrassment that I'd like to correct.
А
Then
я
we
найду
have an
планшет и его
agreement.
прочту.
Good.
Ха-ха-ха.
Go to the underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time. Perhaps I can best explain with an analogy. There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony or test of metal, hatches on dry land. Only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most are eaten, some simply die in the crawl to the ocean. Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is born in the water itself. They never make this journey and thus never know its hardship. Which begs the question, is that fair? In the natural world, I'd agree, but here, we can make a change. I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you'd call a bleeding heart. Moreover, I find the underbelly filthy and unsanitary. But I also believe in equity. I am well aware that my life came with a head start. So I try my best to balance the equation and bring the hatchlings to the water.
Okay.
Think what you will. But I don't have to approve of the notion. But as much as I dislike the underbelly, I will say this. It is a welcome change of pace. When you spend all day keeping secrets, a burden is placed on one's conscience. The time I spend volunteering sheds some of that weight. Until next time.
Так, там появилась... Она? Не Адамс поговорить надо. Потому что я даже не заметил. С кем надо поговорить. Честно. Так, стоп. Вон Лея. Я тут, блин, даже... Не поговорим, что договорились. Блин, я даже не успел посмотреть, с кем там поговорить надо. Потому что мадам Ле, по-моему, висела.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be?
Live your best life. Be here when our certified technician.
Музычка там классная. В этом клубе. Прям классно. Эту музычку можно было бы, когда ты в космосе летаешь. Вообще кайф. Кайф. Музыка кайф, конечно.
They say, for every 5 credits, Benjamin Bay, I'm not a fan of this kind of music, but then I'm in town for business. My client leaves a mess, I clean it up. I'm an independent contractor, working for some very wealthy clients. They open deals, I close them. There might be. I originally came here to complete a business deal, but the client, in a fit of foolishness, decided to close on their own. Rather than dispose of the evidence properly, they left it in a warehouse. Real amateur stuff. So there are some loose ends that need tying, and I prefer a third party handle it. Would you be interested?
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple job. I need you to pick something up and sell it. Giving you any more information would be unwise.
Okay.
Cheers. We'll split my rate 50-50. For a job like this, I'm being more than generous. You'll find the merchandise in a locker in the warehouse behind Neon Tactical. Gangs in Ibside often use that area to peddle their sunshine and lollipops, so if shit's puckaroo, you'll have to improvise. Once you secure the merchandise, sell it to Coleman Lang at the Trade Authority, so it's part of their regular inventory. Return here when the job is done.
Okay. Пойдем забирать товар. Иди туда. туда, принеси то, не знаю что.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is
You live in the rarefied air of your adventures from the mundane to the fascinating. Seeing heart outlet.
Что поменялось?
I used to do that.
Теперь сюда бежать. Ну ладно. Так, куда нам, туда? Ну, то не мой кораблик случайно, нет? Походу. Мадам. Мадам. Куда?
Neon security. Move out of the way.
А, хорошо. А, мы ж тут, да, мы ж тут чуваков поубивали. Да, я помню. Угу. Так. Наверх надо как-то попасть. Так. Ага, вот. Да, я помню, я тут чуваков убивал. Все валяются. Ну. Ну.
Yeah, what? Need something? Hey, I'm not here to rattle any cages. We get along just fine. As long as I stay out of their business, they stay out of mine. On the rare occasion that I've run into something that's red hot, Ranger Price swings by as a follow-up, we put our heads together and figure it out. It's never really been a problem. You can ask him if you like. You got the money. Or the goods.
Так, ему надо его продать. Правильно? Просто продать. Где эта штука? Стоп. Погоди.
If you find anything else. Make sure you bring it to me.
Да блин. А, это оружие. Ага. Это оружие, но почему-то я не могу его посмотреть. А мне хочется. Блин, а почему не могу? Почему не отображается? Что за... Ну давай я выйду сюда, может тут отобразится. Ну, вот как он выглядит. Угу. Я с этим. Давай мы тебе продадим.
You need to move some merch. Yes, let's.
Так. Где она? А, стоп. А как? Не понял.
All right, buzz off.
А как мне теперь ее продать? Она мне не отображается. Как мне ее продать ему? У меня квест. Продать. Полману лангу.
This better not be a waste of my time.
А.
Not a bad gun. Good balance. Weight. Allied Armaments is a UC company, but their stuff is military grade. But that is not the issue here. That gun is hotter than a frying pan full of fish grease. I'm not giving you anywhere near market rate. Pleasure doing business with you. Really? You? Okay, sure. First, get on out of here because this isn't a recruitment station. Seriously, check out one of the mission boards if you want to run cargo for us. Jobs are for whatever's listed. And if running cargo's not your thing, then that's too bad because that's what we've got.
Окей. Вот, а можно будет.
Yeah. Various employers post jobs to the mission boards for people like you to take up. For example, the Trade Authority pays pilots to run cargo. You'll find them in bars, usually near spaceports throughout the settled systems. Hey, I'm not here to rattle any cages. We get along just fine. As long as I stay out of their business, they stay out of mine. On the rare occasion that I've run into something that's red hot, Ranger Price swings by as a follow-up, we put our heads together and figure it out. It's never really been a problem. You can ask him if you like. Hey, I'm not here to rattle. On the rare occasion. It's never really been a problem. Then here I thought you were just wasting my time.
Так. Продать. Я ж все, по-моему, скинул. А вот с одежды можно продать. Вот этот вот химкостюм, да. Вот этот вот. Блин, а какой... какой выкинуть? Точнее, какой продать? Вот этот вот, наверное, оставлю. Вот этот оставлю, а этот продам. Да. Все, пока. Ой, ну чего у вас так много? Ну, сборище. Блин, музыка очень не нравится.
Some find Aurora heightens, then my client can finally relax. He's a very tense man, you see. Tried to smile once, years ago, and didn't like the fit. But I digress. Here's your payment, as promised. Enjoy the rest of your time here in Neon.
Окей.
It's the world's most exotic accident. They found the drug in the fish oil, of all things. But oil is an old story, one of grease and flame. The grease turns the wheels of commerce, and the flame attracts the moths. So be careful walking these streets, my delicate little insect. Venture too close, and you'll burn your wings.
Okay.
Yes, but I never work with the same client twice. Call it a personal rule. Always a pleasure.
А ты мне как-нибудь дашь?
What is it? Yes, but I never work with the same client twice. Call it a personal rule. I'm in.
Понятно.
Cheers.
Понятно. Так, теперь у нас будет поговорить. С Хуангле. Куда мне лететь? Лететь сюда. Может поговорить с Полное? А, стоп. Он... А, ну сейчас посмотрим. Я подумал, что он... Квест, чтобы я купил квартиру. Вроде бы нет.
Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the
what that smell is?
Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training.
Welcome to Chunks.
Блин, я не понял, кто такой Хуангле. Какой-то новый NPC. Наверное, какой-то новый. Бомжуем?
If you got any spare creds, I can always take them off your hands. Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare?
Да.
Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment.
Ух ты.
The syndicate's been pretty... About 6 years. I bet you could tell by how good I am at it. It took a lot of practice, and some work on my messaging. But if you got any feedback, Chief, I'd love to hear it.
Business as usual.
Ah, sorry about that, Chief. It's a habit, you know? Crap, I did it again. You want to know the trade secrets, huh? I don't blame you. It's a lot like real estate. Location and timing are big. You gotta be visible, but not so much that people call the guards. Presently, no. Pastly, no. Futurely, it's a work in progress. Depends on how this fiscal quarter goes. But it's gonna take a lot for me to upgrade. I found a primo spot next to the trawl store. I got a roof over my head and all the garbage I can eat. I can't eat everything they throw out, but I can eat enough.
Так, ну на тебе еще 25.
Chief, you're a real safety net. You put the ka-ching in catching. Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. That won't happen with this slate. It's like wind resistant. I do. I write them on napkins you get from the eateries, and I use sauce packets for ink. It's not a perfect system, but it's pretty damn close. That would mean I don't have to start over. All right, deal. I lost them near the employee break area. Look for any papers near the ground, the tables, maybe even the roof. You find all 3 spreadsheets, and I'll give you the slate.
Окей, хорошо. Пойдем, поищем, пойдем, побегаем. Так, здесь. Окей. А как убрать коробку? Ага. Так, и последний. Ой. Мне надо просто туда залезть, да, наверное? Главное не упасть. Как же мне туда залезть? А как мне туда залезть? Ребята, как не залезть туда? Прям вообще никак. Да. Оп. А если... Оп, нет. Нет, как это залезть? Ага. Окей, аккуратненько. Первого лица. Оп, оп. Нет, нет, нет! Оп. Я чуть не свалился. Так, теперь от первого лица. Так, потихоньку, не спеша. Оп, 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 оп. Теперь третьего лица. Оп, все, кайф, я лучше всех. И обратно.
Website's changed.
Handhandling's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Wow, that's real class of you, Chief. A+ stuff. Now I can get my books sorted, executive style. As promised, your slate. Tell your techie friend I didn't peek inside. And even if I did, I don't know what half of it says anyway.
Электронная таблица сервера. Так, что мне там дальше? Так. Ага, понятно. Не получилось его читать. Хорошо. Побежали от других.
I'm trying to cut down on.
If I have to eat fish for dinner.
Make it quick. I have a deadline. As technicians, we have... Well done. It seems assigning you to this task was time well spent. And as I said when we met, time is money. Hopefully these credits will serve as adequate compensation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an operative to debrief.
2000 нормально. Нормально, 2000 в самый раз. Так. Что у нас тут еще? Поговорить с Кэтрин Луизион. Кэтрин Луизион. Это, наверное, действие. Да. Кэтрин Луизион. Не понял, почему у меня отображается. Не понял. Ну, сейчас, секундочку. Продолжим. А вот отображается. Что-то непонятно.
I know.
Here in Neon, you live in the rare in the galaxy.
Thanks for choosing chunks.
Да, опять... да.
Can I get you anything? Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters. I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk about it right now.
Что случилось?
Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it. I'm afraid not, but come back tomorrow and perhaps I'll be strong enough to speak to you. Right now, I can't.
Да давай, чё ты?
I said I'd talk to you sometime tomorrow. Please, leave me alone. Yes, of course. Please forgive a foolish old woman for forgetting her manners. By all means, take a look.
Давай, что ты продаешь? О, слушай, так ты хорошие вещи продаешь. Аптечка. Нет, мне не надо. Апельсинчик. Он там может быть потом... Стоп, а у тебя специи есть? У нее нет специй. Где я тогда нашел специи? Помогите, спасите. Гамбургер. Ну типа вот это все, оно там, мне кажется, надо для крафта еды. А у нее нет специй. Вот что самое смешное. По-моему, у нее специй нет. Нет специй у нее. Специи, к сожалению, у нее нет. Что это такое? Ага. Танцубеждение. Вот это я куплю. И там у тебя что-то еще было. Или нет? Все? Да, все, у тебя больше ничего нет. Никаких критиков нет. Хорошо, завтра тогда придем. Договорились. Окей. Так. Новый нарратив. Это нужно в Акилу аж. Ну давай в Акилу. Давай в Акилу, давай.
Would it be too much to ask if we stopped by Laredo Firearms and took a look around?
Sorry. Spaceport's always...
Aquila is one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range again. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know, stretch trash will come back and loiter. Or worse.
Let them. A few beer
can't
bottles
be
and
that
graffiti
bad,
is the
can
least
it?
we owe them.
Yes, Miss Bates.
Ага. Так, нужно подкинуть, но чтобы чувак меня не видел.
You keep everything on the level and we'll get along grand.
Что у вас?
Talk to Miss Lance if you want to make a purchase.
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here. Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality. When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't,
То есть
and
к ним
why.
тоже можно приходить
It's
продавать.
invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings.
Отлично.
Let's get you set up.
Так. Ну, типа такого у меня есть. Ух ты. Угу. Ну, такие, да, в стиле. Или вестерн. Так, и как же мне там чувака того? Как же сделать так, чтобы этот чувак ушел? Всё. Сохраниться.
You learn to pick. You know what? On second thought, I don't want to know.
Меня не видишь. Меня нет. Меня нет. Меня нет. Спрятался. Так. А тебя тут? Вот так. Инвентарь. Меня нет. Так, меня нет. Ну, видишь, меня нет. И пока. Получилось? Нет, не знаю.
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
Так. И все, можно поговорить с паном Тейтом. Паном Тейтом. Где тут паном Тейтом? А, это дом купить. Да, с Тейтоном поговорить, это дом купить. Не хочу. По-моему. По-моему. А по-моему нет. А я не помню. А я вот не помню, и все. Вот не помню, и все. Все прошло тихо. Все прошло тихо, мы умеем приседать. Все нормально.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. We expect our employees to self-manage when it comes to breaks. I recommend taking a moment whenever you feel that stress may be getting the better of you. Just be mindful of your time. This job requires a clear head.
Угу.
Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean a mess, and cleanup isn't cheap. We just need some easy access to competitor security. Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is preferred over brute forcing it.
Попробуем.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Так. А, мне еще лететь надо куда-то? Куда лететь? Стоп, а у меня нет ничего.
I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over and out.
Окей, давай. Окей. Мне уже нравится, кайф. Экстремальные условия. Окей. Сканирование недоступно. А, ну да, я же это понял. Окей, окей. Уже интересно, уже класс, уже прям. Давай, посадочка. Что там у вас случилось? Что у вас там происходит? Расскажите, покажите. Я там буду сейчас по кораблю лазить, да? Новая планетка, новая локация. Ой, симпатично. Хорошо, а почему экстремальные условия тогда тут? Почему экстремальные условия? Здравствуйте.
We try to stay out of the guest way, but we are always here if needed.
Окей. Тут это, да? Давай. Здравствуйте, а что там у вас за проблемки? Что вам надо? Что хотите? Вам что-то хотите?
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sukiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems. Honestly, it's not as exciting as you might think most of the time. More often than not, we're just handling drunk and disorderly conduct. Heck, even pirates leave us alone for the most part. I think it's because some of them actually vacation here. As long as they're not bothering anyone, we've been told not to worry about them. Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so?
Да, конечно. Подожди.
You're right. We're not. Which means we're not bound by anyone's laws but our own. In other words, it's our system and our rules. Neither the UC nor the Freestar Collective will help you if you get into trouble here. Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions.
Блин, если там огромный корабль, если с ним воевать, меня
Can't say for sure. Looks worn, but not cobbled together like a Crimson Fleet junker. Others have been saying it's some new Varun design, a gigantic battleship with hidden armaments preparing for assault, but that doesn't check out either. There's also been talk about non-human sentient life. The comms data we received might support that, but humanity's spread far and wide and no one's ever encountered anything like that. Still, first contact. Could you imagine? Not quite. It took some time, but we received a transmission. It was all, pardon the phrasing, it sounded almost alien, like nothing anyone's heard before. Clicks, distorted groans, buzzing, really disturbing sounds. Now, one of our engineers says it could just be some busted comm equipment or incompatible signals, but we're not sure. So far, no one's disembarked from the ship. No landing craft, nothing. We don't have the staff or ships to spare, otherwise we'd dock with it and attempt to board. It bears no discernible markings or allegiances to any manufacturers we're aware of. I'm hoping that doesn't mean we're dealing with some sort of new deep space threat.
Интересненько.
It is. Whatever's going on, we need to approach this with care. First, see if you have more luck communicating with them. If not, you may have to try boarding. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
Окей, интересно. Идем пробовать. Вау. А что, инопланетяне? Как надо сохраниться? Нет. Я знаю, что я сделаю. Я на этом закончу этот стрим. Пойду перекушу. И потом запущусь заново. Да. Спасибо, кто смотрел, спасибо, кто не смотрел, спасибо тем, кто будет смотреть это дело в записи на канале. Меня зовут Добрый Алексей, и до следующего прохождения Старфилда. Пока.